Hey guys, Jesse here, and welcome back to my Star Wars Rebels reaction series. Today we're going to be moving on to Season 2, Episode 18. So last episode we had Kallus and Zeb bonding on a moon of Geonosis. It was a strangely touching episode that really humanized Kallus as a character and made him something other than the Imperial officer that has been chasing the Ghost Crew for 2 seasons. He also seems to be having some sense of regret, either for just killing Zeb's people or for joining the Empire as a whole. But all in all, it was an episode that showed Kallus not being such a bad guy, considering he is the bad guy. It also ended on a very somber note of Kallus returning back to the Empire and no one noticing that he was gone. And according to the comments, he wasn't even picked up by the Empire. It was just some random dudes that found him, which kind of sucks for Kallus, but it was a really good episode that I think has bigger implications for Kallus's character arc going forward. This kind of feels like the start of something. So maybe Kallus ends up joining the Ghost Crew. Maybe he makes some sort of heroic sacrifice to help the Ghost Crew in some sort of way. And that's his penance for helping destroy Lasan. I don't know, there's a couple really interesting places the show could go after that episode, and it's making me really excited, because we're kind of getting to the end-ish of the season. We still have a couple more episodes, but I'm expecting kind of the thread of the season finale to possibly show up in the next couple episodes. But yeah, I'm very interested to see where the show's going. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into this episode.
I'm thinking this planet's not gonna work out as a base after all.
Did I miss something?
Seeing that the key part of secret base is the secret location, no, it will not work out. Where's Chopper?
I signaled it. He's either lost or ignoring
Did I
us.
skip an episode?
Such a handsome face.
I don't go for crazy anymore.
That's all right. I prefer brains.
Girl, you creepy. He's not interested in you, honey. It definitely feels like I skipped an episode, but I know I did not.
Ezra, I need you up here.
Hold on. I'm busy at the moment.
And see, this is, again, showing his connection to the living force. He's very good at connecting with living creatures.
1, 2, 3.
Also, I think these Inquisitors are getting less scary the more and more competent Ezra's becoming as a Jedi.
Like this.
Yeah, let's go, Space Manta Rays! Woohoo!
This was you?
Yeah, not bad, huh?
Good for you to finally show up, Chop.
So what are we gonna do about it?
I don't know, but it's endangering the whole squadron. We're gonna need advice on this.
Advice from who? Ahsoka? That's the only other Jedi they know.
She's waiting for you. Why did you have us meet you out here away from the fleet?
It's safer this way.
Yeah, 3 Jedi in the same
Moving is
area.
key to deflecting the fire
Yeah.
of multiple adversaries. Fluid motion. One into the next, and so on. I've made some adjustments to the classic Form 4 techniques that I think you'll find work well against droids and other ranged attackers. Here, I'll show you. 1,
He's amazing.
3.
This
You
is
should have
very
seen him in
cute.
person.
Again.
Walker.
But why does he look like a
He was the
melted
master.
Ken doll?
Kanan said he was the greatest warrior the Jedi had in the Clone Wars.
He was powerful, rarely lost a battle. But what surprised people was how kind he was. He cared deeply about his friends and looked out for them until the end.
Practice these exercises mindfully, and you'll see improvement. I promise.
Do you know what happened to him?
The last time I saw him, he was rushing off to save the Chancellor. Then everything changed. The war ended and the Jedi were accused of treason. One by one, they were hunted down.
By the Inquisitors.
Or worse.
I don't disagree, but the fact remains we can't protect our friends from Vader and his Inquisitors. I can barely protect you.
I don't need protecting.
It's times like these that Anakin and I would turn to someone like Obi-Wan or Master Yoda. They always had the answer. Well, almost always.
Then maybe we should ask Master Yoda.
You did talk to him on the temple. Guess we're going home.
Ezra, you're from Lothal?
Lothal, there.
Yeah,
That was it.
This place is my home. Here it is. If you and Kanan stand here, you can use the Force to open the temple.
I cannot,
Why?
because I'm no longer a Jedi. It was my choice. I left the Order.
I don't think
It's probably
that's
best
how
if you
that
two open
works. Like, the Jedi Order doesn't exist. So no one's a Jedi if they're not a part of the Jedi Order, due to that logic. It's more of a way of life and a belief system than anything else, right? Oh. Are we getting a lower level? Ooh. We have to go deeper. Nothing's better deeper. Big monsters are deeper. I'm getting real Mines of Moria vibe. You better not find a Balrog in here.
I thought I was dreaming when I first heard Master Yoda's voice.
And I was meditating.
Then perhaps that's a good place to start.
I see a doorway.
Where? I don't see anything.
Neither do I.
Well, it's for you.
Last time we spoke to Master Yoda, we were separated. Maybe this is my path alone.
Wonder what this looks like to them.
Where'd he go? He just disappeared.
As you know, these temples can be tricky.
I wondered when you would return.
A temple guard.
I've come for knowledge. I need to know how to defeat Vader and his Inquisitors.
Try to fight, and you will fail. The rebellion will be destroyed. You will die, and your apprentice will become a servant of evil.
This voice sounds familiar.
Stand aside. The boy must be eliminated before he embraces the darkness.
I won't let that happen.
It's good to see a yellow lightsaber again. I've always liked the Temple Guard's design. But that voice sounds so familiar. But sometimes it's hard to tell because Rebels and Clone Wars reuse a lot of voice actors. Oh! Everyone's showing up, huh? Well, now it's a party.
Have they? Our prey came here, and they are still here.
Is it just because the dark side's so strong that they can just sense through the Force where they are? Because before they had to overhear Ezra giving away information to find out where the rebel operation was.
When I was young, he seemed happier. As the Clone War dragged on, he carried a great burden, a deep sorrow. As if he knew before anyone else that one time was ending and another beginning.
I know this place.
This is
Special
really
duty.
cool.
Master Yoda? You're here.
I like how you can tell that Yoda's on Dagobah because of the log he's sitting on.
This the limit of your knowledge?
I learned
Is this
enough.
Jason Isaacs?
I think not.
Kind of sounds like the Grand Inquisitor. He's He's also using a double-bladed lightsaber.
You will never be strong enough to protect your pupil, and you will perish for your failure.
Yeah. Kanan has a lot of fear about that, being inadequate of a teacher for Ezra. Oh, she's gonna learn some shit, isn't she?
Ahsoka, why did you leave? Where were you when I needed you?
I made a choice. I couldn't stay.
You were selfish.
No!
You abandoned me. You failed me. Do you know what I've become?
Master Yoda, you're powerful. You must know a way to destroy Vader and his Inquisitors.
Padawan.
No, I'm just sad.
Thousands of Jedi once there were. Then came war. In our arrogance, join the conflict. Swiftly we did. Fear, anger, hate.
That just clips from Attack of the Clones.
But
What's happening?
found you, the enemy has.
Oh, are they trying to push it back into the ground? Or no? Oh. I thought they were trying to sink it for a second. Does feel like we need to get out of here, though.
You're right. I can't protect Ezra forever. Not even from himself. All I can do is what I've done. Train him the best I could.
By the right of the Council, by the will of the Force, Kanan Jarrus, you may rise.
Is he actually a Jedi Knight now?
Wait. What does this mean?
It means you are what I once was, a Knight of the Jedi Order.
No.
The temple is falling. Go. I will delay the enemy.
Oh, so this is how they learn that Inquisitors are former Jedi. I'm shocked.
Yoda, how are we supposed to win if we don't fight back?
Win? Win. How did I choose to win? The question is.
We already chose. We're going to fight.
Find Malachor.
Malachor? Well, who's Malachor?
It's a place. Malachor's definitely a place.
Kanan, Ahsoka, you won't believe what I...
Tell us later. Come on.
Yeah, not necessarily the time for it.
Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, I don't think they can kill them
Up ahead. The way out.
because they're not technically real. Girl, what you doing? Aww. Yoda's still proud of her.
I saw Master Yoda.
Saw him? What did he say?
He said to find Malachor. Who's Malachor?
Malachor isn't a person. It's a place.
Yep. But what are we going to find on Malachor is the question. Hey, Vader! Hey, buddy.
My master will be most pleased with this discovery.
Lord Vader, the Jedi are growing in their power.
It will be their undoing.
Well, that's ominous. So that's my reaction to Season 2, Episode 18 of Star Wars Rebels, Shroud of Darkness. There's a lot to unpack in that episode. I think there's like 3 through lines. The one with Ahsoka, the one with Kanan, and the one with Ezra. Let's start with Ahsoka's, because that's the more personal one, and I think, like, the big thing from that is that she definitely now knows that Vader is Anakin. One, it was really great to get Matt Lanner back as Anakin. He is Anakin to me, but it was really sad to see Ahsoka come to the realization that Vader is Anakin. I think the Ahsoka that we've seen in the show has been, considering she calls herself not a Jedi, the most Jedi-like person that we have. So she has been that, like, pillar of strength and knowledge. And earlier in the episode, she said that Anakin and her would always go to either Obi-Wan or Yoda in their time of need to get information and an idea what to do. And I feel like Ahsoka is now that person in this show. She is the person that Kanan and Ezra go to talk to about Jedi business when they are lost. And so she has been this pillar of strength. Like, we don't really see her have the highs and lows that she had when she was a kid in the Clone Wars. She's really matured, but this was the first time we've seen her, like, emote a lot. And seeing Ahsoka cry, I don't want that. I want her to be happy forever, and she does not deserve any of the heartbreak that comes with Anakin's just poor life decisions. But I am very excited to see next time Ahsoka and Vader are in the same room, because, oh, the angst potential of that confrontation. The thing is, I have seen The Mandalorian, so I already kind of knew that Ahsoka knew that Vader and Anakin were the same person. Just the way she talked about people falling to the dark side, and it can happen to the best of us. So it is kind of fun to see where she got that information from. Another thing that was kind of spoiled for me by just consuming Star Wars super out of order was Kanan's little side mission, which gives him the information that the Inquisitors used to be Jedi. Funny enough, having played Jedi Fallen Order, kinda already knew that. And again, that's kinda on me for just skipping the show entirely. But it is fun to know that the Grand Inquisitor used to be a Temple Guard. Because I feel like the Temple Guard, to get that position, you have to give your everything to the Jedi. Because the Temple Guard, unlike other Jedi Knights and Masters, they give away everything about themselves. They, while on duty, don't have like a face or a personality. They are just almost a part of the scenery, and that is their choice. So the Grand Inquisitor used to be one of the most devoted people to the Jedi Order. So to see him going from the most devoted of the Jedi to the most devoted of the Inquisitors, to the point where he became the head Inquisitor, I think that's an interesting juxtaposition of his character. Also, the fact that they tried to make him look not creepy. Like, that species, I do not remember their name, and I never will. I used to call them the Nosferatu of Utapau, but they're just weird looking, and they're kind of freaky, but them trying to make him look more gentle, because he used to be a Jedi, is very funny. Also, Jason Isaacs' voice, one, so glad he came back, but also, his voice is just generally so villainous. But yeah, now they know that the Inquisitors used to be Jedi. I don't know how that will help them in the long run. I mean, it gives them backstory on the Inquisitors, but going forward, I'm not sure how that really helps. But also, the Temple decided that Kanan was ready to be a Jedi Knight. Because I don't think... Because that is not the Grand Inquisitor. That is like an echo of who the Grand Inquisitor used to be. Because these temples, none of the stuff in there is real. They're just the Force guiding people to information. Right? That's what it is in my head. So I don't think that is the Grand Inquisitor. Because he's dead, he's joined the Force, and once you join the Force, you can't really reappear unless you learn how to, like Qui-Gon Jinn and Yoda and Obi-Wan. So that's almost like the Force puppeteering his visage. But that means the Force itself has kind of decided that Kanan is ready to become a Jedi Knight proper. And that is because he learned to almost let go of his attachments to Ezra and realize that he cannot protect him forever, but the best he can do is be his teacher and try to lead him on a good enough path. And finally, in this episode, we have Ezra's little escapade, which I don't think I agree with Yoda's sentiment completely. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. Like, I understand why Yoda thinks fighting is not the answer, because he went through the Clone Wars and then that war was rigged from the start. And I understand why he wouldn't want any more Jedi like Ezra to immediately go into another war. But I also think Yoda has become sort of detached from everything. Yoda is just kind of chilling on Dagobah this entire time. And he doesn't have to deal with the major consequences of the Empire existing. Yeah, he might have to feel like the darkness in the Force with the fact that there's now 2 Sith Lords running about. But besides from that, I always felt that Yoda is very detached from the rebellion. Like, he says we'll go into hiding until Luke or Leia are ready. That is the plan. But when the plan actually happens and Luke shows up, he doesn't necessarily want to teach him. And I think he just gets tired of everything. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about his disapproval about Ezra wanting to join the war. It's understandable, but I think sometimes you have to fight to have change. But he doesn't try to stop them. So now he's leading them to Malachor, which should be interesting from what I remember from playing KOTOR. Yes, I have played KOTOR, and yet I had never seen Star Wars Rebels. It's fine. Here's the thing, I don't remember a lot about Malachor. Yeah, I don't remember a lot about what Malachor was. I just know it had something to do with the Sith, it had something to do with Revan, and I think it had something to do with the Mandalorian Wars. And I think it was vaguely mentioned in the Clone Wars also, as just kind of like a throwaway line. Because I remember thinking, oh, I remember that planet. So yeah, I'm pretty sure though, if it's from Knights of the Old Republic, it is definitely a Sith planet. So I have a feeling that's probably where we're going this finale. So that was my reaction to Season 2, Episode 18 of Star Wars Rebels, Shroud of Darkness. If you like this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and keeps me motivated to keep making more of these. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.